All right, we are there. Morning. All right. Stretching today. Sound living room, that's me. Whoa. Right, I'm just gonna get my dog. What's the bets? He'll stay here. I don't think he will. If I shorten this, yeah, do that, give him this, and that, he might do, you never know. All right. Goodness me, again, I don't cope with the heat very well. I prefer it at about 18 degrees. Do you take him out for a walk? I never take him out for a walk. I keep him locked up, no. Yeah. So, as a first-time dog owner, just to answer that question, Affy, the first-time dog owner, it's all new to us, and we didn't really realise it, but this particular breed of animal needs more than what you can walk him, or you can do 2 marathons a day, and they won't be enough for him. He needs training for a task, so he needs to be trained to do certain things. So yeah, for example, we might not have to take him for a walk, but we must do training with him. So whether that's walking to heel or getting him to sit. So a game to play is getting him to sit and resist the temptation of get that tennis ball. So we might put a tennis ball in front of him, like just by his nose, and make him sit there for minutes at a time. And then when we say go, he's allowed to get the ball. Now that is good for him, and that will tire him out. Crazy, isn't it? Anyway, that's boring. Stretching today. Ready? Bit of joint rotations. Oh no, here you are. Ready? Okay, so joint rotations quickly and then into stretch. So let's just do some head, ear to side. Affy. Wow, more reason why I won't be yes, don't get one of these. Get a dog that will just sit down. Down like that. I think my favourite one is forwards and backwards. Figure of eights front and back of your arms, because that's good for your torso. Good stuff, both arms backwards, nice and big circles. You should be able to get big circles now, and forwards. Perfect, okie dokie. Elbows, same as the other days of the week, make them nice and relaxed. Forwards. Good stuff, and wrists. Fingers. Good stuff. Boxers roll. And the other way. Good stuff. Big hip circles. Nice and big. the direction. And then knees, so close chain knee circles. And a few ankle wobbles. Alrighty. And the timer is there. So we'll do side bends, 30 seconds of side bends, but then we are going to do minutes of each one, okay? So we'll just do 30 seconds of bending sideways, sucking that core in. Okay, so then do your deep squat. Let's go from there down to deep squat. And spend 30 seconds here. Remember, not rounded. Try and have your back nice and straight and up. And then we'll do a minute of downward dog. And then go onto our back. So hands down, legs back, downward dog position. When you're here guys, try and just breathe nice and deep, yeah? No point stretching and being stressed. Just breathe nice and deep. We're here for 1 minute. Bring your right leg through so your knee is pointing forwards, and then just rest forwards as if you're putting your knee lying on your back. So we're going to sit in this one for 30 seconds. So your other leg should be straight. So you're really pushing this into your hip. Back to downward dog for a quick, and then left knee forwards and laying flat. There's back to your downward dog, and take your left foot through onto your back, legs up, pull them down. Oh, feet down to your left. I know I said a minute, but I meant a minute in a minute. 30 seconds now. Really relax. And other side. roll onto your left this time. Left leg out. Ankle over knee. So now we're going to sit here for a minute. We're going to change it slightly. We're going to try and get a minute here. Okay. Nice and relaxed. If you want, you can lie back, put your hands through and pull on this one. When it beeps, you're going to put your right foot on the side. So we are going to roll to the side and come up and do your twist against it. And let your hip drop. We're going to spend a minute here. If these are too difficult, you can put a rope, a belt around this, torque it, so wrap it around here, wrap it around your body and pull if you're finding it difficult to get this position. Unravel, the right leg can go through, the left leg over the top, and that's you stretching. Really, don't just sit here and accept nothing. You have to feel that discomfort. You don't go right into that pain. But you've got to go to that pain and just feel it. Then you've got to learn to relax and try and let that pain dissipate. So you're not just you're not feeling nothing. You're putting that in and you feel that stretch. And you've got to try and relax and let it dissipate. Foot down, up, twist around. And 30 seconds if I fall asleep. Carry on anyway. Unravel, and we should be able to butterfly. Back straight, really sit nice and high. Don't just sit here, sit nice and high and just relax and breathe. Take your right leg Achieve shin box position, but don't lean. Try and get your hips flat and body upright. Hold that for 30. Squeeze your knee and your foot together. And when it beeps, open those up as wide as you can now, but trying to keep that Z shape still. Okay. I'm going to pull onto my knee this time and push with my left hand to keep my body straight. Should be using my core, but today I feel it's just a bit too much of an effort, so I'm going to use my limbs as leverage. Bring that right leg through, and you should be able to change nicely to the shin box position again. Again, try and really dig down to that hip. Dig down into that hip. Back nice and straight. Spread them apart, wide as you can, and get your body upright. Pull and push. Just put my right hand down, bring my legs through, go to a nice relaxed position here, holding to my ankles, and just rest my head. If you can't touch the floor, you can use one hand to rest your head, but try not to let it just dangle. Try and rest it on something. Push yourself back up for downward dog. Again, we'll stay here for a minute. Nice and deep, as deep as you can. Try and pull your shoulders back, push your chest forwards, look towards your belly button and drive your tailbone to the ceiling. Push into the floor with your hands. Take your right foot, place it by your right hand. Have your left leg long, low and straight. You can keep your hands there if you want to, but if that means arching your back, then don't do that. If the only way you can get your back straight is to come up, then come up. My left leg is as straight as possible. Hold this for another 35 seconds or so. Hands down, right leg back, bit of a downward dog. Take your left foot right up here by your left hand, and again, if it means arching your back, having a less than ideal position, come up and get that back leg straight and drive your hips forwards. This hip forwards. Both hands down. Bit of a downward dog. Then take your right foot and put it by your left hand. And you should be able to sink into that pigeon position nicely. If this is too hard, you'll have to turn your front foot less perpendicular. Okay. But we're trying to sit down nice and deep. I'll face you so you can see. Another 30 seconds here. And when you're ready, if you feel ready at some point, you can take your hands off. Hands down, quick downward dog to ease that out, and then left foot by your right hand and sink back into that same stretch. There we go, hands down again. Downward dog. And then bend your elbows, pull yourself forwards, and an upward dog for the rest of that minute. Drive your hips forwards. Just going to add in a few twists. Obviously we heard that, but that ripping noise was not my trousers. It was Where's the dog tearing his bed up. Suck that belly button right in. Push yourself back to all fours. Turn your hands back as far as they can. And you're going to spend 1 minute or the rest of the minute either going round in clockwise or round in anti-clockwise. If you can't go round that far, turn your hands pointing sideways. It's going to help just get a bit of strength and mobility. The next one you're going to be really careful, okay? So here you can put quite a lot of weight through your hands, on the next one you won't be able to. You shouldn't. Okay, turn your hands the opposite direction. Okay, opposite direction. And just try and straighten your arms. Don't push too hard. I'm particularly stiff in this direction. If you're very mobile, then you should tuck your thumbs in to those first fingers and increase the stretch that way. But I'm not particularly in this area, so I'm just trying to put a bit of extra weight through. Annoyingly, Edie can do press-ups like this. I can't. But the relief release is wonderful. So you should still be back on your feet, okay? Put your right hand on your right heel, raise your left hand, push your hips forwards. Bend your hips, go down, put your left hand on your left heel, raise your right hand and push your hips forwards. Remain in contact with that left heel. Butt back. So you have to surrender for this one, okay? You have to just let it all go. Trust. Hands on, just gonna do 15 seconds. Both hands on your heels, push your hips forwards. Just 10 seconds. Bend your hips, push yourself forwards and sit back with your feet flat. Just sit there for 20 seconds. Okay. So we're here. Turn your left foot out and lift up your knee. Okay? Left knee down, left foot in. Right foot turned out, lift up your knee, down and in. Left foot out, lift up your knee, and down and in. So just chopping and changing, trying to really get that knee right back. You can push it back if you want with one hand. We're just going to control them. One more on the right hand side. Whoa. Okay, so on the left hand side here, left knee up, right hand down, and sit back. So nice and relaxed. Push yourself forwards, pivot on the right knee, left hand down, right hand a long way forwards. Stretch, and I want you to just press into the floor and up. Knee down, pivot and back. 4 more, forwards. 4, 3, and as you come back, right hand up, left hand up, and left hand down, forward. 2, and again 1, left knee down, right knee up, push forwards, pivot and press, and back, and forward to number 2, number 3, and then number 4, and then number 5. Start right foot down. You should be able to just sit back on your flat feet for 30 seconds, back nice and straight. And just sit there. Breathe deeply. You're going to do a minute of just sitting, or 45 seconds now. Back straight. I want you to breathe from your lower abdomen. 30 seconds. Amazing. Well, I feel like I could take on the world now. That was a brilliant. Shame neither of my children get involved, isn't it?
What are you talking about? I'm right here. I've been doing it in my room, like on YouTube.
Yeah, okay, sure you have, Ethan.
And you can like check.
Yeah. That was good. So, thanks Anna, thanks Pearl, thanks Colin, thanks Affy.
Save as.
Well done. Alright guys and girls, thanks for getting involved. So we're getting less and less people as time goes on. I think it's because people have gone back to work. Which is a good thing, I suppose. But it's good for me, and hopefully it's good for you. So keep cracking on, have a good day, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Yes, needed that. Yeah, I did too. Cheerio, guys.
That is so nice.